overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Here's Goff. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. On second down, Swift. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But yeah, they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Goff now looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Well, He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well. And not
So that as it winds up, a good call by Vic Fangio. Flush to his right. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Throwing on third. Goff. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
2nd and 6. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Have added an extra DB on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor. Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it. This is the tight end fan. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Goff. A quick slant to Hill. A gain of 6 there on 1st. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff steps away. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They remain perfect in this game on 4th down conversion, CD. They're 4 of 4. And Brandon, it looks like they're taking a lot of chances here, but these are calculated gambles. They feel like they had something planned, something set based on what they've seen on tape that they can go ahead and exploit. Meanwhile, Goff's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to get this down at the 35-yard line. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. unsuccessfully.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead moves to 10-0. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Offside, defense.
And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun to give to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. The loss results there.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman, our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Flushed out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Goff. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play there just before halftime. On 1st down, Goff. Flush to his right. He gets this one to Boyd. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great play there. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again to Mixon on the check down. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
This play so successful, it's not just...
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 54 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He is going to find Hill here. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Right back to Swift again on second down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Goff now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Boyd. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Here's Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face a third down. Now it's Goff. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mixon with a first down carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well because...
And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now Goff on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. On second down now, Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Back to throw, Goff. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to throw now on first down. And his pass incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause. Back to throw again.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll look to throw again. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So that'll back them up 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They'll look to throw here. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Quez Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
On 1st down, Swift. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 116 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. So it's all over. Green Bay victory. I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game.